Hello and welcome to week 8 of Operation Crafty Capers. I can't believe that we're on week 8 already. It just shows you how fast time's going. I hope you're enjoying it and the crafts that we're doing and are looking forward to what we'll be doing in the future. Now, if you'll remember, the months are working in themes, but we're going to take a break from that this week and focus on an event that's happening on Sunday. And that's Father's Day. Now, for some, fathers are a bit not as celebrated, shall we say, as mums. But your dad is obviously the one that made you. There's also stepdads. There's also your mum's boyfriend. There's a carer. There could be a foster dad, there could be an adoptive dad. Some people have two dads. Sometimes your mum can also be your dad. If your dad never stuck around, his loss, your mum can sometimes step up and be mum and dad. In some cases, granda, uncle, cousin could step in and help raise you. But the point is, it doesn't matter as long as you have somebody in your life who cares for you and is looking after you. So Father's Day, even though it says Father's Day, is about the person who cares for you who's not your mum. So we're just going to say thank you to that person. So even though it says my dad on your pack, it's for the person that you feel is your dad. It doesn't matter who that person is, as long as they're special to you. That's what's important. So in your pack, you'll have it's like a 2-in-1 Father's Day card and a little book about my dad. So I haven't done an example for you this week because I want it to be personal to you guys. If I did something, you might feel, I'll just do that. And that's not what it's about. It's about you and what you feel and what's important to you. So I didn't want to influence that in any way. So what you're going to need this week is your pens, your imagination, and if you want to, you can use any other craft things you've got around the house to jazz it up a bit. It's completely up to you. So on the front page, you could do like portrait of what Dad looks like and colour in the bottom, and then colour in the bits in here and put your name at the bottom. The inside, 5 things I love about my dad. It doesn't matter if you can't think of 5, even if you've got one that's really special something, that's what counts. Dad's superpower is he good at being strong and lifting you into the air? Is he good at tickles, hugs? Is he good at kicking the ball about the garden? Is he good at sorting problems out? Is he good at DIY and stuff? It's stereotypes here, people. But it's what you feel is your dad's superpower. What's he really good at doing for you? And there's space at the bottom to explain it. So in the middle you could do a picture, or you could just write what the superpower is. The next one is my dad makes me laugh when. So you could explain a bit about when he makes you laugh, and you can even do a picture about it. And the next page, this is my favourite thing to do with my dad. So that could be going for a kickabout with the football in the park, going to a football match, going to the park, going to the cinema, just being on the couch watching a film with some popcorn. Whatever it is that is your favourite thing to do with your dad. And then you can do a picture, or you can write it and do a little bit of explanation. It's up to you. The next bit doesn't really explain what it is. My dad is, and then there's lines. So what do you do? Well, It's up to you. You could do a poem. You could do a little bit about what your dad is to you. You could do a bit about what he is to the family. It's up to you. I know I said I wouldn't give you any examples because you're going to use your imagination, but you could say, my dad is the bestest guy in the world. My dad is kind. My dad makes me laugh. My dad is cool. It's up to you. You know him best. He's your dad. And remember, dad can be any relationship to you that fills that dad role. So just remember that. And then you can do a picture of you and your dad, or you could just write a bit if you don't want to draw a picture. The next bit, I am happiest when. Now that bit could be, I am happiest when I am spending time just with dad. I am happiest when I am with all of my family. I am happiest when I am with my friends. It just says a bit about you and explains to your dad when you're happiest, so he knows, and then he can try and make that happen more. So if you say, I am happiest when I go to the park with my dad, dad would maybe take you to the park more. I can't guarantee it, but at least they would know. And this page, this is what family is to me. So you can write a bit about your family and a picture of family in there. Now some people just have one parent and them. Some people have mum and dad and them. Some people have mum and dad and brothers and sisters. Some people live with granny and grandpa and mum and dad. There's so many different varieties of what family is these days. So you can't label it. It's not like what it used to be called 2.4 children. So there'd be mum, dad, brother, sister, and that was considered the traditional setup of family. But it's 2020, so the word family can mean so many different things today, and this page is a chance for you to show what family is for you, and you can show that and share it with your family so they can see what they mean to you. And in the back is just the date to show it was done in lockdown. The wonderful world of lockdown. But that's the booklet. And I didn't do any colouring, like I said, because I wanted you to choose your pictures, your colours for that bits of the pictures. I didn't want to influence you, even though I've said examples which will probably influence you, so when they're not. But it's what matters to you. So that's what's important here. And then once you've done it, you can share it with your dad and your family and let them see it and let them see what they mean to you, which is nice. It's good to share positivity and feelings and what people mean to you. They might not always say, I love you, but they have different ways of showing it. Some people are really good at saying how they feel, and others find it a bit more difficult. So some people might say, I love you, and that's fine. Some people may go a long time and not show anything. A little trick for you that you could try if you're not one of the folk that's good at saying I love you is going to mum, dad, brother, sister, and then just giving 3 taps on the shoulder. Explain to them what it means so it's not random, what are you doing? But that could be your sign to say I love you. It can be something similar to that you discuss with your family that would be a sign that you love them. It's just about how individuals express themselves. So see what you come up with. I I don't have much more to say for this week except for get crafting. Remember, we've got our church picnic on Sunday the 28th. That's like a virtual picnic, so you'll have it at home. We won't be meeting to do the picnic this year. But I think today we're going to be moving into phase 2. And with phase 2, we'll slowly be rolling out different features. So shops that were non-essential will start to reopen, tourist places will start to reopen, sports will start again. You'll be allowed to go to playgrounds and sports facilities will be opening. What else will be happening? You'll be able to meet with more people, so you'll be able to meet in groups of more than 8. And most importantly, I think, you'll be allowed to visit one other household inside. Yay! No longer staying in the garden across the fence going, gooey. You'll be allowed to visit one other household. Now remember, we still need to be physically distant. So at the moment it's 2 meters. So 2 meters sounds big, but if you're able to imagine like a meter stick and imagine holding the meter stick, the other person will have a meter stick, and that's the distance. You don't have to think 2 meters, oh, and then another person 2 meters. It's just like a meter each. So just remember that distance, and remember that you should still be washing your hands frequently and not touching your face and stuff. We're getting there, which is good, and hopefully we'll get to meet up again soon. So until next week, I'll leave it there just now. Take care, and if you need anything, just get in touch through the Facebook page, the email address, or I think your folks would have my number, but I'm here if you need anything. Don't be shy, and we'll see you again next week. Take care. Bye.